The time has finally come. I'm proud to be kicking off EA Play, coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Now, we're doing things a little bit differently this year. Instead of just one show, you're getting every half hour a deep dive into one of the games you love. You can watch them all, you can turn off the stream right now, you can tune in for just your favorites, but anyways, we've got a ton of gameplay for you. Apex Legends is bringing a new weapon, a new mode, a new battle pass, and even a new legend. Battlefield 5 has tons of new
That's
maps
got
to show off,
goosebumps.
plus some surprises. FIFA 20 has a brand new way to play, plus a bunch of game updates you've been shouting for. Madden 20's got gameplay packed deep dives into all new features, including those awesome new X-Factor abilities. And The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack, along with a few new surprises. And of course, in just a few moments, I'll be kicking things off with the latest on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, including 15 minutes of world premiere, never-before-seen, first-look exclusive gameplay. So get ready, because EA Play
I love
starts
exclusive
now.
gameplay. All right, Greg Miller. Oh, trailer. No, it's just the intro thing. I love that theme.
What's up, EA Play? How are you, Los Angeles? Come on, Hollywood. That's what I like to hear. What's up, my fellow Jedi?
Let me
I'm
just
Greg
check
Miller, and
that
today we're
audio
talking Star
sounds
Wars
good.
Jedi Fallen Order. We've been waiting so... You know what? We're talking about Star Wars. Yeah. We've been waiting so long for details on this game. I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA?
Can you believe it?
And we're finally
Can you
here
believe it,
to
LA?
help us get
Oh, don't
things
worry about
started.
that
We've
feedback.
got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
Okay,
Stig
sounds good.
Asmussen.
Sounds good.
Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig. Come on.
Sounds good. If anything, I can turn it down a wee bit. A wee bit turned down.
Get in there. How you doing? Goodness. Give me the hug, Vince. Let's get it going. Yeah. Yeah.
Greg Miller, you're a little too hyped right now. I mean, I'm
Please
hyped,
keep
but
it going. They're making a Star Wars game.
a real Star
Guys.
Wars game.
Welcome to EA Play.
Thank you. What
How-
a great welcome.
How are you feeling right now? No pressure. You're
Imagine
about
if
to
it
announce
rained
maybe
on
one
this
of the
day.
biggest, if not the biggest games of your lives.
I'm gonna let Stig answer this one.
You're supposed to answer this.
Off script.
So
It's
awesome.
weird
We're
seeing
totally
them
off
not
script.
at
That was the dumb
Officially off
idea.
script.
Nobody cares.
at
So
Star
awesome
Wars
to be here.
celebration.
It's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah, this is something that Stig and I have been envisioning for years, to see it come to life and be able to show you guys 15 minutes of gameplay today.
What? What?
Uncut.
All right. So everybody's anxious to see what this 15 minutes is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now who's just a FIFA fan, they don't know anything. What is happening? What is this game all about, Vince?
This is a single-player action-adventure game set post. Oh yeah. Oh.
They're not dead, everybody!
The single player's not dead.
Post Order 66, after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our
Unedited?
star players, Blair, over there.
I love unedited.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're going to see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times. 2 or 3, Blair? 2 or 3.
2 or 3 dozen.
It takes place on Kashyyyk, which
Okay.
is the Wookiee planet.
Of course.
And
Kashyyyk.
Cal's on a mission to restart the Jedi Order, and it takes him here to Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees have been enslaved by the Empire, who's basically siphoning the planet.
The Wookiees always have it rough.
To
In
build up
KOTOR,
the,
everything, they got it
Imperial war
rough.
machine.
Got it. All right, so I brought out my phone, not to be rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat. And yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Let's go.
Oh, of course, the Xbox logo. Come on, give it to me. Yo, that's a fucking title screen. They got the surround sound going. This is not an alpha, I'll tell you that right now. This is not an alpha. It comes out in months, not years. It's not an alpha. Alright, health bar. Wow. Alright. So traversal. Wall running? I heard you like wall running. I saw this picture they posted on Twitter right here, this thing.
Imperial sap refinery lies dead ahead.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Saw Guerrera.
They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
Man, Saw got around.
That's the plan. We don't know their end game, but they spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Here you go, bud.
Yeah, eat it.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
Watch yourself in there.
Use your tow cables.
Said he needs my help. Come on, buddy.
Saw Gerrera. Oh, it's a light. All right. I mean, it's called a lightsaber. They do that a lot in Rebels and Clone Wars. Wow. Man, the music's doing it. Sounds like some Star Wars music. Oh, there we go. Perfectly fit.
Over there. One of the cutters turned on. You running some kind of drill? We should call it in? Well, that'd be a breach of protocol. If there's a disturbance, their squad should call it in. Yeah. Better do this by the book.
Oh, he's going in. Movement. Yeah, it's. That's what I'm talking about. One hit lights. All right.
Gonna need to get through here.
Yeah, you get out of here, baddie, R2. Ah, oh, poor bad R2.
Attention all units. Stationed at cargo.
One hit lightsaber kills, that's what I like to see.
Your posts and stay alert.
Oh. I mean, I'm seeing everything I want to see right now. So he has like a lock-on that he's using. So you have a force bar. Wonder what the two bars are. Like you have your health bar on the left. What's the one above the force bar? So his, it must be armor then, because his armor took a hit. Oh. wonder. So I was kind of right. It is very Sekiro like. Because when they first described the gameplay, I was hoping it would be like Sekiro Devil May Cry put together. Nice.
Flame beetles, they're coming through the wall. Hit their nest.
Is that those things from Battlefront? That trooper, he's dead. You watched him get cut in half. So, I'm not sure how to describe. That's not time powers. That's he's using the force to like slow the guy's entire body or something. Traversal. Oh, you got it. You got it, robot.
Okay.
Oh, sick backflip.
That's why you want to get this thing.
Why do they not have subtitles on? Is what I want to know.
Just wanted to turn that cutter on.
Yeah, so he has some kind of ability to force slow things, which is kind of new. That's some big bugs. Is there stealth, though? That's what I want to know. Alright, lightsaber throw. Oh! Gave him the old Lord of the Rings. Shelob over here. Nice. So that seems like kind of like a special move he has. I want to see this skill tree here. These skill points are for. Sense Echo?
Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
Oh, they're pulling in some EU stuff. This is like holy shit. He just did a parry to a spider. Was he got loot? What was that? Oh, he could scan it. Sick front flip. The vibrations. sap barrels from the trees of Kashyyyk. That's pretty legit.
They're coming. Oh, this is it. At least we have the high ground. What was that? Cutter 7 is active. Reporting a live cutter near the cell block. Immediate aid requested.
Did you hear what that guy just said? They know. They know. Yeah, they saw that Kylo Ren thing and they were like, oh, oh, oh. That's what I like to see. So that was like an EX version of it. He needs his robot friend to give him more health.
Jedi will be here any minute. And our reinforcements.
I forget the robot's name.
Good. Sir, the fewer distractions, the better. Jedi incoming.
Oh, I get wrecked. He's doing the age-old get rid of all the weak guys. Oh, nice.
You cannot escape. All Jedi will perish.
Oh, I love that theme. So good. Get a backstab? Oh. Your force power has come back really fast. I wonder if that's just for the demo that they're playing. Because the Jedi Order is not around, so it really doesn't matter how much you use it. Yeah, so that was like a counter hit. There we go.
Need to slice this. No guards.
Is that 15 minutes?
Hey,
I don't know.
we're here to free you. Not alone.
A K2 droid.
Visitation is not permitted.
Visitation. Yeah. That's really good. That looks really good.
Games play best on Xbox One.
What do we think? What do we think, EA Play?
That did not disappoint. That looks exactly what I thought it would look like.
Guys, congratulations. That looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I have a million questions, and I know we're short on time as always. I want to point out, though, in the Twitch chat, Gwyn96 says, that's frickin' cool. But he didn't use frickin'. How does it feel to, I think, deliver, right? Like, you guys liked it, right? I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team, you know, Stig and his team have done an amazing job. They've put so much of themselves into this game. To be able to be involved in something like this is just, you know, dream come true.
Yeah?
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team.
Yeah.
Everybody
Thanks,
worked
guys!
everybody who busted their butts on the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
I mean, I think from...
Yeah, I could tell. They're throwing in a lot of stuff that's like, that's old school
I
shit.
think that's pretty evident from it. And I liked when we introed, you guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it and we think it looks awesome. What are we missing by not having our hands on the controllers? Like, what do lightsabers feel like?
I mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like what?
Because it looks like it's got weight to it and throwing it and catching it, right? Like that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's really satisfying. I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a really good player.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll
Right
have
over
to
there
work up
again.
to
He'll
that
give out
stuff.
autographs after this panel.
So you can block, parry, deflect. Like
Yeah.
we want the combat to feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part of that and size up the enemies when things feel right. It feels really good.
Yeah, it's also about the enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools
Yeah.
to take them down. But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Sure. Well, that's part of
Yeah.
this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat. And the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all I hit R1 and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's
right?
all freeform.
So, like, you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different playthroughs.
Absolutely, and actually the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that. And it's not any fun either. It's fun to watch sometimes, but
It is.
it's a lot more fun to play.
You talk about the skill points. Are those going into the force abilities?
Yeah, so we're going to have the classic abilities. We're going to have push, pull. We've got what we call force flip, which is essentially double jump,
Nice.
which is nice because that's something that makes sense in Star Wars, a Jedi actually doing a double jump. But we have one unique expression of the Force that you saw in there, which is slow, which is a little bit of the
Yeah.
glue between force, push, and pull.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I think.
Yeah, they're just
I
calling
thought
it
you couldn't
slow.
top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper, force pull stormtrooper, stab him, but when you force pull the stormtrooper and walked him into
Yes.
one bolt, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite. I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
No, you
bit,
actually
yeah.
said it better be in the demo.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there, right? Because that's one of those things I feel like we're talking a lot about, seeing things a lot about, is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't
You're
shown.
saying that
but
isn't the entire game?
that is not.
It's wow.
No,
Right.
no.
But we got our classic stormtroopers. We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi,
Yeah.
soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
That's the
MF
purge
version.
trooper.
That's the-
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Like so
New that the team created.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. What,
How
we're pointing at
great is
one
that?
guy. Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort. You led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, great cheers for Jordan. So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back,
The KX.
and then making me fight him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No,
Trust me, you do.
I do.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, then talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid,
There
BD1.
he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen.
BD1, yeah, BD.
Thank you, BD1. He's adorable, as I'm sure you know. I immediately want him as a backpack, so just a heads up if you're talking to anybody in the licensing department.
All right. We can make
what
that
does he do in the game, right? Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as? Is he just flair? Am I using him for different
Well,
things?
like story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's
Yeah.
an explorer droid, which is perfect because Cal's on this mission
Sure.
for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD sounds for Buddy Droid 1, which is
That's Respawn. That's
Yeah, I
Respawn.
mean,
I don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, Respawn
yeah.
made this game. Yeah, okay.
definitely inspired by BT,
Yeah.
but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So, one of the cool factoids is his voice is authored by the legendary Ben Burt,
Oh, nice.
who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and
Yeah.
beyond. But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
Just scan some stuff there.
Yep. Scan
Opening
the
doors.
environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is
Yep.
that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
Is there,
they
like, a
want,
cooldown on it?
whenever they want, he will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you
Okay.
can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
in that moment. You're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like, obviously, Cal, yeah, I thought he was going to be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Stig, how's it go? What's the ending?
Well, the
Actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
Sorry, I can't say.
But that's not enough. Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all after this panel. Thank you very much. But what's going on in the story outside of Watto should be in it?
Well, you know, story's a really big deal to us. We created this with Lucasfilm.
Watto would be
We gotta
dead,
keep
I
it really,
think. He's
tight
super old and
lip on it.
2.
So I
Thanks.
can't. I don't really
Great
want to
panel.
go
It's
into
over.
too
Everybody
far.
go home.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the story's
Gotta save
good.
it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people have been asking, right? I put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This is a real. Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
You saw Guerrera in there. He's you know, obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
Yeah.
They're all gonna live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so
the First Troopers
nonchalant. You're
are-
making a
are
Star
out there
Wars game.
already.
That's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked. to
Tie
be
your
here. I'm, like,
shoelace, Vince.
I know, it's a big
Yeah.
deal to
You
work for.
fool.
It's okay. It'll be
Uh-huh.
okay.
You
We've been
fool.
talking about this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
so.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is,
Uptime.
it's a Star Wars game, and Star Wars games in the past have allowed us to go light or dark. Is that a choice here?
No,
Okay, well. Why not?
because. No, I think it goes back to the fact that Cal's authentic,
Yeah.
and he has to fill a certain role so he can be used in other places.
Yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are coming in and telling a story, right? Like, I think that's why so many of us are excited for it, is the idea that this is a Star Wars story, that you guys have something to tell, something to say, and a lot of walls to run on. Vince and Stick, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
I mean, just thanks for the support. The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We're
Fantastic.
Greg's showing us
Thanks
some
for
stuff
coming out.
online. Like everyone's the reaction is fantastic.
Amazing, amazing moment.
The team, badass. Thank you guys.
Go team.
All your hard work. Now we just have to finish. Can't wait to bring it to you guys. There's so much more that you haven't seen yet. I can't wait to show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Steak, thank you so much for coming out. November
Thank you.
15th. Can't come soon enough. For those of you here at EA Play, the Respawn team has brought even more gameplay for you to check out over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Theater. And for those of you at home,
Extended.
I was about to do a bit. For those of you at home, you will stay tuned for Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Show you're looking for.
You mean that thing I'm watching this for, other than
Yeah,
Star
I was like,
Wars?
that's the corniest joke I put in this thing. No one's gonna laugh. Hey, everybody, I'm Greg Miller. Thanks everybody for watching. We got more EA Play for you now.